What if I told you that in the next 24 hours, you could outwork most people's entire week or even month? Hey, I am Marvin, and this is the blueprint to outwork everyone. We start with pillar number 1, which is essentialism. Essentialism is based on the Pareto Principle, which tells us that there are things everywhere that need only 20% of the input, but generate 80% of the output. Some things need 80% of the input to generate 20% of the output. To put it in perspective, let's say you are a YouTuber. You can get more done in a day by focusing on the tasks that need 20% of your time to generate 80% of the output. This will be writing the script and filming the video. Therefore, you should restrict your time spent on the tasks that need 80% of your time to generate 20% of the output, like answering comments, updating your profile picture, and so on. So the first step is to identify the 20% tasks. To identify which tasks are the essential ones, try the following system. First, define the specific outcome you want, like generating more leads or getting more subscribers on YouTube. Then, list all the current tasks you regularly do. For each task, ask yourself, does this directly contribute to my number one goal, or just support it indirectly? And score each task with high impact, medium impact, and low impact. High-impact tasks contribute directly to your number one goal. Medium-impact tasks support your key work, and low-impact tasks are things like checking metrics obsessively or endless tweaking. If you have found your essential tasks, then build your schedule around them and delegate the other tasks. Another good tip is the $10, $100, $1,000 task filter, where you divide your task into if you would pay someone $10 per hour to do it, or $1,000 per hour. The $1,000 per hour tasks are your essential tasks. Quick recap. Pareto Principle plus task scoring is equal to focus on your essential 20%. Pause now, list your top 3 tasks, and then dive into pillar 2. Now that you've mastered essentialism, let's lock in your focus with pillar 2. Deep work. Let's start with scheduling your day. Here it is important to know exactly when your working blocks are. Working blocks are time blocks of 90 minutes, where you will focus on one essential task only. Do not try multitasking or anything like that. This will decrease your focus and productivity dramatically. The best time to place your working blocks is individually. Some people function best in the morning while other people perform in the evening or at night. I love to do my work first thing in the morning because that is where my mind starts fresh with all the energy. To schedule your day, simply use the Google Calendar app. So stop and schedule your day for tomorrow right now. I'm not kidding. It does not matter if you can follow your schedule completely, but you will experience much greater productivity when you try to follow your schedule. This is an example of my schedule for tomorrow. Now that you know your working blocks, we have to improve them so you get the most out of the 90 minutes. You must get into a deep flow, where you won't get distracted and can fully concentrate on the specific task. A good book recommendation for this principle is Deep Work by Cal Newport. I will shortly summarize the steps to optimize your working block. Eliminate all distractions. Have your phone, when you don't need it, in a separate room. If you work on your PC, use an app like Freedom to block out all the other apps and websites you don't need for your work task. Prepare your water bottle or coffee and go to the toilet before. If you currently live with a partner or your family, tell them that you are unavailable for the next 90 minutes. Set a clear, specific goal on what you want to achieve in the next 90 minutes of your work task. This could be a specific milestone, a set number of pages, or solving a particular problem. Write this goal down and place the note in your near environment. The goal should be a bit challenging, but not too hard. It should be a little bit harder than you are comfortable with, so you concentrate completely. You have to find the balance. The best way to do it is the day before, where you plan the next day and also what you have to do in your working blocks. The advantage of this is that you do not have to waste your brain energy on thinking about which task you have to do now. Pause now and pick your top 3 tasks for tomorrow. Then come back. Establish a ritual before each block to signal your brain that it is time for deep work. This could be as simple as clearing your desk or putting on noise-canceling headphones. Try to get into a good mood before starting your working block. If your mind wanders and thinks about your next meal or something else, gently bring your attention back to the task. After your working block, take a 15 to 30-minute break, but avoid distractions like scrolling on TikTok or swiping on Tinder. Eat a snack, drink water, go for a quick walk, do a short workout, meditate, call your grandma. These are the things you should consider doing in the break time. 6. Have the right music. You can listen to nothing, white noise, or chill music. My favorite is the music from brain.fm. 7. Make sure your working environment is clean and there is nothing that will distract you. Quick recap of Pillar 2. Structure your day, focusing on the working blocks, and optimize these working blocks by eliminating distractions, clear goal setting, and so on. Now let's move on to Pillar 3. Biohacks. To start, let's talk about the food and water you ingest. If you work first thing in the morning, the best thing you can do is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting frees your mind. Hungry brains focus better, just like our hunter-gatherer ancestors. They had to perform in order to hunt a wild animal. After they hunted it down and ate it, they were full, and their productivity and drive to hunt another animal decreased. You can learn from this and implement it like that. Imagine your working task is the animal you try to hunt. You must earn your food, so complete the task before. To support your working block even further, your body has to be rested and recovered, so your sleep is also very important. In my last video, I have shown every tip I use to significantly improve my sleep. My next point, although many people like Alex Hormozy would criticize me, is a morning routine that I do before work. I know people like Ashton Hall have made many people laughing with their morning routine, but I am serious. A morning routine that lasts 20 to 30 minutes is all it takes to have a structured start in the day. The best thing for optimal productivity is meditation first thing in the morning, because you will experience much greater focus. My quick morning routine is a 10-minute walk and 10 minutes of meditation. While walking, I will think about 5 things I am grateful for, and will revise the plan that I created the day before on what I want to do today. After you have implemented the biohacks, we have to speak about the last pillar, which is automation and delegation. Use it especially for the non-essential tasks. As a human in the modern age, you have to use cutting-edge technology to get ahead of the competition. You cannot ignore AI anymore. Use AI tools like ChatGPT, or Perplexity, or automation tools like Make.com or Zapier. They can support you by automating repetitive tasks, researching topics, giving you feedback on your work, or giving inspiration ideas. If you have a little bit of money, another good way to delegate your tasks are virtual assistants. I was introduced to this point by Tim Ferriss in his book, The 4-Hour Workweek. You can use virtual assistants to outsource repetitive, time-consuming tasks, like email management or scheduling. You can find them on mytalent.io or wingassistant.com. Other tasks can be outsourced to freelancers on Fiverr. And there you have it, your 4-pillar blueprint to achieve in one day what most people take a week to finish. By zeroing in on your essential tasks, essentialism, diving into distraction-free deep work sessions, optimizing your body with smart biohacks, and offloading everything else through automation and delegation, you'll skyrocket your productivity and crush your biggest goals. Now it's on you. Pick one pillar, apply it tomorrow, and watch your output explode.